The wait is finally over. Well, almost. After 5 seasons of friendship, heartbreak, weddings, family drama, and more margaritas than we can count, Sweet Magnolias is suddenly one of the hottest topics on Netflix again. Season 5 just arrived, and while Netflix still hasn't officially renewed the series, the cast is already talking about Season 6. And honestly, after the way Season 5 ended, it feels impossible to believe that Serenity's story is over. Before we jump into Season 6 theories, let's quickly look at how we got here. For 5 seasons, Sweet Magnolias has followed Maddie, Dana Sue, and Helen as they navigated relationships, careers, family struggles, and personal growth in Serenity. The show has always been less about shocking twists and more about emotional journeys, but Season 5 may have changed that more than any previous season. For the first time in a long while, many storylines actually felt complete. Helen and Erik finally got the happy ending fans had been waiting for. Maddie and Cal were finally able to enjoy their relationship without constant chaos surrounding them. Even Noreen seemed to be moving toward a brighter future. On the surface, it almost looked like a series finale, but then the writers quietly left several doors wide open. The biggest one might be Dana Sue and Ronnie. Throughout Season 5, their marriage continued to crack under pressure. By the finale, Dana Sue chose to create some distance and focus on herself rather than continue pretending everything was fine. That alone feels like a storyline that could easily drive an entire 6th season. And then there's the future of Serenity itself. Cal's baseball project could completely change the town. Maddie's publishing dreams are growing. Helen and Erik are beginning a new chapter together. Several younger characters are leaving for college or pursuing careers outside Serenity. For a show built around community, that creates a fascinating question. What happens when the next generation starts leaving? I think Season 6 could explore that idea more than anything else. Instead of focusing on rebuilding broken relationships, the story may shift toward protecting what Serenity means while the town itself begins to change. Another major question involves Ty. Season 5 was the first season without him, after Carson Rowland left the series. The writers explained his absence through his music career, but they never completely closed the door on a return. If Season 6 happens, I wouldn't be shocked if Ty comes back to Serenity at a crucial moment. And honestly, that might be exactly what the show needs. Because while the older characters finally seem to be finding peace, the younger generation still has unfinished stories. Now let's talk about what the cast is saying. This is where things get interesting. Heather Headley, who plays Helen, recently said that the cast is incredibly proud of the first 5 seasons and feels they've put a bow on the story. However, she also made it clear that if fans want another season, they're ready to return. Joanna Garcia Swisher shared a similar feeling. She explained that Season 5 finally allowed Maddie and Cal to enjoy their relationship after years of constant problems. She even suggested that the fans deserve to see that happiness after everything these characters have gone through. And perhaps most importantly, showrunner Cheryl J. Anderson has repeatedly hinted that she already knows what stories she wants to tell next. That's usually a very good sign when it comes to renewal chances. So what are the odds of Season 6 actually happening? Right now, Netflix hasn't made an official announcement, but Sweet Magnolias remains one of Netflix's strongest comfort dramas, and shortly after Season 5's release, it climbed near the top of the platform's TV rankings. The cast wants another season, the showrunner wants another season, and most importantly, there are still plenty of stories left to tell. My prediction? I think Season 6 eventually happens. Not because the story desperately needs it, but because the world of Serenity still feels alive. The writers have successfully positioned every major character at the beginning of a new chapter rather than the end of one. And if that happens, Season 6 may not be about fixing broken lives. It may be about discovering what comes next after the happy ending. What do you think? Will Netflix renew Sweet Magnolias for Season 6? And which storyline do you most want to see continue? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.